Welcome back to another episode of Jim and IT with your hosts,
Lika
and Joe. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this week's podcast. This week we will be talking about Let Me Tell You About Yourself sound-offs. This is when we talk about people without saying their names. If you get a little offended, we might be talking about you. Celebrity chat. Celebrity chat includes just talking about the latest celebrity shenanigans this past week. The topic of this week is step-parents and step-parenting. So we have some juicy stuff coming up on that segment. And then we'll go over a quick overview of our prize giveaway for our launch month of April. And that's about it. So how was your week, Lika?
Girl, it was pretty good. Still got, girl, I don't know what's up with this cold and this raggedy weather.
Yes.
Girl, and I know you saw today on Facebook, my daughter took my damn makeup, my fancy makeup, and dressed up Peppa Pig Mama.
Oh, girl. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I got to go pick her up.
Girl.
She's getting ready to be out on the curb with her little Mickey Mouse suitcase. Like, what is going on?
Girl, took the makeup. It looks like lipstick, but I use it for full coverage. Girl, put it on Peppa Pig Mama mouth.
Ooh.
So Mama Pig pretty, Mama. I was like, girl, better be my fancy, or you and Miss Pig can leave.
Girl, that baby was like, I got to make her pretty. Yes. Yes,
girl, what's
baby.
going on? What's going on with you?
Not much. Same thing. Still trying to just get over like this up and down. My sinuses just get jacked up.
Right.
Other than that, I think that's about it. I had an uneventful week, and I think that was about it this week. Yeah. So sorry, y'all. I had a little drink before this episode, so I might say about anything. So I'm just putting that out there up front. Okay. So anything could come out of my mouth right about now. Yeah, that was it. Not much going on with me. Yeah. So I guess that pretty much wraps up this week's recap. Girl.
Okay, so now we're going to go to the next segment, which is Let Me Tell You About Yourself, our weekly sound-off. Mm-hmm. And our first sound-off, Joe, what's going on with this raggedy-ass donor?
Okay, so some of y'all might have dads and fathers and whatnot that you are close to, you have good relationships with. I, however, do not. Just a quick recap. My parents were married for 3 years. They had me, and then they had my other two siblings. My parents divorced after 15 years when I was 12. My donor, which he is now referred to, got married to his current wife at about, I think back in 94, somewhere around there. But she ended up being the mistress, okay? That came out later on. Yes, girl. She ended up being the mistress. So this kind of ties into today's topic because she basically prevented him from having a relationship with his kids once he got with her. So I haven't spoken to the man, I think it's been at least 10 years. I haven't spoken to him. At least 10 years. So, and then, Lika knows, but my mom passed away back in 2013. It'll be 5 years in July, and I haven't heard from him at all, none of us. So he is and will forever be, from now on, be considered my donor. But anyway, I said all of that to say this, okay? My sound off is she's raggedy as hell. Because any woman that comes in, first of all, if you want to be a mistress, you're whack as hell for that, first off, okay? Second, to come in between a man and his children, you're extra whack for that. Like, you have no integrity, you have no morals, you have absolutely, you just are all around just foul. So that's what I wanted to get off my chest this week, because it just directly tied into the topic, and it made me feel that way. That now, I'm not blaming everything on her, because he should know better as a man.
Right.
But seeing that he obviously has no backbone, she's running everything over there. So, just don't come in between anyone who you're dating or marrying, whatever. Never come in between them and their children, because that's just a sour taste on everybody's mouth against you. And you should never, ever come between somebody and their children, because that affects the kids forever. So, yeah, that's what I had to say this week on that whole. Well, she bragged about being the mistress, so I don't know who brags about being the side bitch.
Girl.
But because you were the hoe, and he was told by everybody. He was told by multiple people not to get with her, because she, I guess, slept with everybody that he worked with. So, but whatever. It's just real foul. So, as a step parent, you should never, ever, 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 ever come between your spouse and their kids, ever. Like,
right.
You should always encourage. And for me, just being a woman, I could never understand how a woman would not encourage a relationship, because that's so important to me. So if I ever met a man that did have kids and he didn't have a relationship with them, there wouldn't be a relationship with me.
Exactly.
That's where that train would stop. So, yes, girl. That was my sound off for the week.
Girl. Who brags about being a side bitch? Like, you supposed to know your part. You supposed to just chill. If you're going to be, it's what you're going to do.
Oh, okay. Is shut the fuck up. That's what you want. If you want to play that position, you play that position, you shut the fuck up. Like, you're not supposed to be seen or heard.
Right.
Like, bitch, stay in your lane.
Mm-mm.
Yes, girl. So that's how I feel about side hoes.
Okay. Well, girl, you know I got a few sound offs this week.
Girl, get it off your chest, because I know you are getting ready to go in. I was like, okay.
So, my first sound off this week goes to the raggedy-ass Sacramento Police Department.
Amen.
For killing another black, unarmed man 20 times, holding a cell phone in his own fucking backyard. I don't want to hear nothing from any of these. Well, I was going to say something that I ain't going to say. But for people that say, oh, well, he should have complied. Oh, he should have did this. Oh, he should have did that. I don't give a fuck if he just robbed a motherfucking bank. You can't take him down without shooting him 20 times. Y'all ain't asking no question. Oh, we thought it was a gun. How the fuck a gun look like a goddamn square-ass cell phone?
Okay.
How? No,
okay.
You want to shoot him, and then the media's going to dig up what his fucking granddaddy did to justify shooting his ass. And then some of you racist-ass motherfuckers going to agree, oh, well, yeah, his granddad, he was robbing banks. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? Y'all, it's just really irritating. And having black men in my life, my father, my brother, my husband, stepson, stuff like that, people that I know, the shit is nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my husband got pulled over once, and he called me right away. And then he got pulled over in a suburb. So I'm already on 10, like, oh, my God, he's dark. My husband's dark-skinned, so I'm already freaking out, like, oh, my God, please. But he said the cop was cool, whatever. Thank God.
Girl.
Okay, we got to take a pause.
Uh-oh.
You hear that? You hear that?
No.
It's like a bunch of static.
Oh, I don't hear anything.
Okay, hold on. I can chop this part out. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, hello?
Mhm.
Oh, my God, that was weird. It sounded like a wind was coming through the thing.
Ooh.
So I just wanted to stop it because I didn't want to keep going in.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear it.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm clear? Okay.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so how should I start back up?
Because you stopped and it was like silent. So I can pick up.
Well, I can go back. Oh, you want to go back?
Because you stopped at about him being out there and luckily he was cool or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, and then I would just say, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
And go from there.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2. Yeah, I agree because I have brothers, my grandfather, and I'm like, well, both grandparents, but I feel the same exact way. It's just to hear that, they're out here trigger happy, and you always have to be annoyed anytime especially any of our black males that are close to us leave the house,
Right.
So
it's nerve-wracking, and it's just like, I don't understand why you can't, okay, I'm not saying that they're not doing something they're not supposed to do, but why you can't arrest these people? Why do you have to use deadly force?
Right.
Why do you have to just shoot somebody? Like Phil, I can never pronounce his last name, Castillo, Minnesota. The man is telling you, I'm a registered gun owner, I have my concealed and carry, and I have a gun in my glove compartment. And you still kill this man in his front seat after he even told you everything you need to know.
Right.
He's not going to shoot you, say, hey, I got a gun, and then pull it out and try to shoot you. He's telling you what he got so he won't get killed, and you dumb motherfuckers kill him anyway.
Yeah.
This shit's annoying. I wish you guys would stop because I don't even know what to say about it. It's just like you start becoming numb to it.
Yeah, which is sad because it shouldn't be that way. Not at all.
Which brings me to my next topic of gun control. I am so in love with these young kids and how they're bringing it to the forefront, and how some of the white kids are from Parkland High School in Florida, how they're bringing Chicago, South Central LA, how they're bringing black and brown communities to the forefront and letting the media know, hey, don't just focus on us, focus on all the high schools that are messed up. I'm just so loving these speeches. I'm listening to them over the weekend through the March for Lives. I'm getting my life. Girl, I'm here crying.
It is, and it's strong because these kids, like, I think sometimes as adults we underestimate the level of intelligence of our children, and we have to understand and listen to them because honestly they're the future. Like, I mean, we're not always going to be here, so these kids are the future leaders of our kids and whatnot, or they might be together, but this is the future of who's going to be determining everything of our lives later on. So to me, them bringing this up, and it's sad because it has been the white schools that have been targeted, that are just now bringing up, bringing light to this whole situation. But I just think we need to listen to our kids more.
Yeah.
And see that one thing that's been common in all of this is that there's a lot of white people out there that are terrorizing people with these guns. A lot of them shooting up innocent people in schools. So this whole gun control thing. I don't even know what to say about this because people have so much to say in social media.
Right.
And I think it's just common sense.
Exactly. Why do you need a semi-automatic? Why do I need a semi-automatic? You know, I can understand if you want a pistol or whatever. I don't even know the names of these guns, but you want to protect your home. I understand that. Why do you need a semi-automatic that's shooting off 1 million bullets in 2 seconds?
Yeah, nobody needs that kind of power.
Exactly. Not saying it's going to stop somebody from coming to shoot up a school, but if he has just a regular-ass pistol, first of all, it ain't going to hold that many bullets. Second of all, somebody could probably stop him or try to stop him. I'm not going to help stop nobody if they got a fucking sawed-off shotgun just spraying up the whole school.
Okay.
You don't need that type of stuff. You can just, girl, these people, they come about, oh, you guys are trying to take away our guns. Who said that? Nobody said banning guns. We said control. Mental health check. Why can you go to fucking Walmart and pick up a gun? Why?
Okay, but I can't go get some aspirin. I got to go and check in at the pharmacist.
Right.
So it's like it's harder for you to get everyday medication than it is to go and get a weapon that could kill many people. You know,
exactly.
Like you could go take an aspirin if you want to take one too many. I mean, that's you. But to take a gun and have a semi-auto, like, who needs this kind of artillery? Like, seriously.
Girl.
And I hate when people use the defense like, oh, we need it for hunting. I don't know what kind of hunting you're doing where you need to spray up a whole colony of animals. But nobody needs that kind of ammunition. I'm sorry.
Okay. Like, what are you doing? Like, shoot up 1,300 deer? Like, what are you doing?
Okay, all at once, the whole damn tribe? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. So these idiots out here talking about, it's not the guns that are killing people, it's the people. No, it's the fucking idiots that are giving access to these people or giving them access to these guns so easily. They should never be that easy. You should never be able to go online and order a gun and have no kind of checks or anything.
Girl, they don't get it until it happens at their kid's school. Then they go be like, oh, well, you know what? It might not even.
Mm-mm. They don't care.
They probably don't even care. Busters.
Dumbasses. Girl.
So my next set.
Yes, girl. Sound off.
Sound off. Kind of go together. And I hope we just got to talk about gun control, but I hope these bullets hit you in the ass if this is pertaining to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about a few things as far as so-called family concerned. How should I say this? Okay, so I got some weak-ass family members. And that's ranging from aunts, uncles, cousins, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I also let y'all know y'all some bum-ass, talk-behind-the-back-ass bitches.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I do my little hustle, whatever. Okay, don't be telling people that I need to go to work.
Who?
Why? Why do I need to go to work? For what?
Okay.
My husband works so that I can stay at home, take care of his kids, and do what I got to do. Why I got to go to work? And why are you so concerned?
Okay.
You go to work. Now, if you want to send money to niggas in jail and their commissary that you just met off the chat line, okay, so then maybe you have more money. Maybe you can do things. Stop sending George to niggas in jail that you don't know. Now, let me sidebar. If it was already your boo, if it was already your boo, you know what I'm saying? If it was already your boo when he went in, okay, yeah, send a nigga a pair of Jordans. But if you met the nigga off the chat line, or, one cousin calling, check on a boo, and some niggas in the background talking about, you got any available cousins? No, you don't. And then when he get out, you mad because he ain't talking to you. Girl, no. Look, you see yourself? Look in the mirror.
Did you say send him a pair of Jordans in jail? I can't.
Girl, it's a straight up. Like, first of all, why you even bother with these? Why you have this? Nobody's checking for you.
Girl, no, hell no.
And then, while we speaking on weak-ass family members, whoever wants to crack jokes about my husband's height, fuck you, with the biggest dildo you can find in the package. Because
ooh, that
I don't give a fuck if KC is 5'4" or 4'5". That motherfucker take care of me to the fullest. I don't have to lift a finger. He works 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., come home and still ask me what I need. So don't be jealous. See, if you want to send money to niggas in jail, maybe you have time to find somebody that was has some value.
Oh, girl.
Don't worry about, because the next time I hear a joke, you're getting cussed out. I was raised to respect people, and this goes because we had a couple of uncles, cousins that wanted to crack jokes at a family reunion about my husband's height, and I didn't appreciate it, but I only was respectful because of my father.
Oh, girl.
If my father wasn't there, then I probably would have, cussed out. And if you're lucky, my husband didn't cuss you out, and he only did that because my dad was there, and he didn't want to say nothing in front of my father. So you're lucky. So y'all know who I'm talking about, and I almost just said some names, but I guess we ain't supposed to say that in this segment. But that one black-ass uncle of mine, they had a nerve to say something. And you got the nerve to talk about somebody's mate. Have you seen yours? Yours like a little boy. Have you seen her? Y'all both got crew cut? Have you seen her? And let you know, black-ass uncle, don't nobody like her. I'm going to go ahead and let you know, don't nobody like her. We talk about her. We don't want her around. She's foul. She's ugly. No booty. She ugly. Okay?
Girl.
You just see me looking at this wall, girl. Like,
I know. I'm like, girl, are they there in the house?
That just makes me mad. Like, that's lines you do not cross. You do not, even if you think my husband is short or shorter than me, which he is, so okay, and what?
Okay.
Oh, okay, so.
Your feet are kicked up. Girl.
Right, your nigga 6'6", but you can't see him because he's at Jefferson. Oh, girl, y'all just told damn shit. Girl, I just told the damn jail name. Ooh, girl, hold on, girl.
Yes, she's feeling all kind of things today, honey. The cup overflowing.
Like I was saying, sorry about that. I didn't mean to bust y'all out. But yeah, your dude 6'6", but like I said, he behind bars, so it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl.
Girl, I hear you on that.
Girl, just like we grown. Don't talk about if you got something to say about him, tell me. Because I'm gonna say the next month, especially if we have another weak-ass family reunion, I only go to those because of my dad. When he stopped going, you niggas won't see me no more.
No, okay.
Because this should be boring anyways. And then we pay all this money for fees, and then you motherfuckers bring some moldy-ass bread from the Salvation Army. Why are you going to the Salvation, getting that money from that bread from them poor people? Why are you taking that bread from them? You supposed to take your ass to the motherfucking bakery. And you come up with some, girl, I don't even want to talk about that tea. But,
girl.
$100 a family. It's 1,000 goddamn families, $100 a family, and you motherfuckers bring us some goddamn green-ass bread. Some green-ass buns. Who's going to eat this?
Girl. Oh, my God.
Now, I can see we had to pay no fee, and it was free. Okay, well, you get what you get. Shit, it's free.
Okay. No.
But, baby Bubba, we didn't pay the $100 per family.
Mm-mm.
So why
need to be fresh?
Girl, hostess and little Debbie should have been making this shit big ass.
Okay. Right in the back. Like, my shit better be right out the oven. Like,
girl, got some shit out her deep freezer.
Nah.
Girl, so where my money? So where our money go?
Okay.
Where I got that money at?
Well, pull a Cardi B. Where the fuck my tax money go? Where my family reunion fee?
Cause quiet as a cat, I heard y'all you took the money and used it for vacation.
Oh. Oh. No, they didn't.
That's what I heard. We might have to have a guest on for that one.
Girl, I was ready to say, girl, that might be part 2 coming up on that team. Girl, I understand whack-ass family member. That's why I don't talk to most of mine now.
Girl, me neither.
Shady. You gotta love some people from afar, though, because there's some shady-ass people in families.
Big time.
Big time. Be smiling in your face and talking shit about you behind your back. It's like, whoa, we're supposed to be blood. Like, what is the point?
Okay.
Don't do that with me. That's why I stay to myself. Girl, anybody got time for that? Girl, you got anything else you want to get off your chest, girl?
Girl, I got a few more.
Oh, girl, you on a roll. Yes.
So the next sound off I had was to the whole ass delivery driver that delivered our dryer and stole some stuff out of our basement. I was gonna let you know you was a weak ass, dusty ass bitch. When you came in here, you was musty. How do you deliver shit and you musty? You were musty. That's ridiculous. You were musty. You were ashy, and you were bum. And that's fine. Yeah, you stole from us. Okay, that's fine. You stole from us. That's cool. We'll recruit that bag. But I just want you to know you was a dusty ass bitch.
Okay. I should weak.
Girl, drop off my dryer and get your ugly ass out of my house.
Okay. Be rummaging trying to find shit. It's your dusty ass about my house.
Okay. And then, girl, okay, I got a few more. And then,
yeah.
I want, if you were born, okay, I don't even know the ranges because I'm an 80s baby. But you old ass motherfuckers talking about pull up. If you were like your 30s, your 40s, hell, if you're 25, you should be done. With 25 and older, you talking about pull up, use a bum.
For real.
Don't tell me to pull up because I'm calling the police.
Okay, that's how I roll too. Like, no, I'm sorry, I don't fight.
No, I'm not getting ready to fight you.
No.
Okay. I'm not getting ready to fight. I got a whole family up here I got to take care of. I don't know.
Okay.
Quit with the pull up because you look stupid. And the people that do pull up, especially I've been seeing on the news, they're getting blasted.
Okay, all that shit talking.
Girl, talking about some pull up. Pull up where, girl? Oh, you definitely get in my car. In my car, it's cold.
Okay. Burning up all my good damn gas. Girl, bye.
Right. To come to your house and sit outside your house for what?
Okay, for what? And see, Geminis, we don't invite the trouble. See, you have to get us to a certain level. And you pretty much, how do I say this? So, although we don't invite it, we don't start that. We are the type, though, that are real quiet, and we let you go so far until we just lose it. And then all of those other personalities and everything everybody talks about with Geminis, that's when you meet that.
Right.
So, no, there's no pull-up. We're not pulling shit up. We're not going nowhere.
Okay.
I'm not inviting you to my house. No, none of that. I'm not pulling up anywhere.
Not at all. I'm pulling up right to my phone, 911. Could you put somebody at my house acting up?
Okay. Could you please come get them? Because they look like a plum-ass fool outside my door because I'm not answering.
Okay, waking up my goddamn neighbors.
Okay. Oh. Take your raggedy ass home. No, nobody has time for that. So, yeah, you're too old if you're pulling up. Like, pull up. Pull up where? In a drive-thru to get my sandwich? Like, that's the only pull-up I'm doing.
I know that's right. Thank you for coming to McDonald's. I might help you.
Okay. Okay. Pull up to the second window. That's the only fucking thing I'm doing. Get my fucking sandwich. I'm not pulling up to nobody's house. I'm not pulling up to no drama. I'm not pulling up to no shit.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. Well, man, I know somebody next 40 talking about some pull up. Get a job.
Okay. You need to be pulling up to your job. Right. Pulling up to that Social Security office. That's what you need to be doing.
Something. Do something with your life.
Something.
Try to fight people on Facebook.
Girl. Damn. Social media is going to get people fucked up.
Girl, it already has, girl.
People get fucked up. All that thumb thugging, and then you, quote-unquote, pull up and then get your ass whooped.
Girl, oh my God. Okay.
Straight fucking mollywop up and down the street. I bet you won't pull up no more.
Girl, why somebody had posted on Facebook a picture of his son in front of his house talking about, yeah, I thought so and so was gonna pull up, I guess the bitch ran out of gas.
Yes.
Girl, I was dying laughing.
Yes.
I was like, y'all stupid.
Talking all that shit.
I ain't showed up nowhere. Pull up.
No.
Get your ass back in the house.
Okay, go sit down.
Nobody has time for that.
And as folks are, hey, go in there and watch your stories.
Hello?
And shut the fuck up.
Okay. Baby, bye.
Okay.
Oh, girl, yeah. So my next sound off. Girl, did you see the mom on Facebook Live? I didn't see the video or the live, but passed a blunt to her 1-year-old. Girl got arrested.
Girl, I saw the still photo of it. That is the most ignorant shit ever. That's how you know you are slow. And I'm sorry. Anytime you incriminate yourself by posting dumb shit like this on social media, you deserve to be locked the fuck up because you're that fucking stupid. Okay? Now, I'm not saying any of that is right. I'm just saying people like you ought to be locked up because you are one of those stupid people that does not need to be in society because you're that damn dumb to do stupid shit and then record it for millions of people to see and share.
So stupid.
Yes. So I'm glad you incriminated yourself, ma'am. And you are where you need to be, and hopefully your child is taken away from you and placed somewhere with some structure and with some love and some care because you obviously don't have it.
Not a piece.
That
was so dumb.
Yes, that was terrible. I guess it's almost as bad. I don't know if you remember back in the day, people used to give their kids like cough medicine and shit to make them go to sleep. So they go to the club. I'm not going to name no names, but I know somebody personally that did that.
She ain't talking about me, y'all.
No, not her. Not her. But this is way back in the day. So it was a family member who used to put her kids to sleep with some cough medicine so she could go out. So that's how it was back in the day. So that's like the equivalent because it's still a drug. They didn't need to take it. They weren't sick. She just wanted them to go to sleep. So to me, that's the equivalent of giving your children drugs. And that might have been her thing. I don't know if she just wanted to see what would happen or if she wanted her baby to go to sleep. But I think it's ignorant. And she's where she needs to be.
Girl, why would you?
Who would think of even doing that?
Giving your baby some weed.
Like, seriously, who thinks of doing stuff like that? I don't know.
Girl, I didn't even know words for it. Like, and then you put on fucking Facebook Live.
Dumb.
You know somebody was going to tell your dumb ass.
Okay, like, hey, come pick me. Yeah, that's what she was doing. She was inviting those police. Pull up. That's what the fuck she invited them to come do. Pull up and get her ass. Big dummy.
Right, and that's what they did.
Exactly what they did. Now she in clink. Big dummy.
Girl.
Ignorant
my last sound off for this week. Okay, y'all. So last night, Joe and I went out to Outback Steakhouse. Delicious. Oh, I love their food. So we wanted a booth because we were, taking care of some business. Woo. So when they call our name, whatever, we go up to the waiter or whatever that little table thing is, the hostess, sorry. And she says, I said, well, do you have a booth? No, it's going to be a wait. Well, how long to wait? I can't even tell you. Okay, well, we'll wait. So I already had an attitude because I was hungry.
Okay. And my mouth sick.
So, right. So I'm thinking we're going to wait like an hour, 30 minutes or whatever. The guy, he was like, oh, it's going to be about 5 minutes. You can just wait. It'll be about 5 minutes. My thing is, why you just couldn't say that? Why you have a nasty-ass attitude? It ain't my fault you work at Outback.
Okay.
Get your life together, get it in order, and do something with yourself.
Okay.
Not my problem. That's why I know personally I could not be a waiter or a waitress or a hostess.
Nope.
My attitude sucks. And I'm probably going to be fired in the first day or so.
Yeah.
Just be a little nicer.
Girl.
That's why we stayed there till it closed.
Hell yeah. And they had to sweep the fuck around us, bitch. Pick that crumb up and miss the spot. But for me, yeah, I'm like, you should have applied for the position in the back washing some dishes or something, because you should not have customer interaction if you have an attitude. Because one day you're going to come across the wrong one, because you almost got us last night, okay? I had a whole leak of bad because she was about to tell you about yourself. But you cannot treat customers like that, because you will come across the wrong one, and they will go the fuck off on you. And you will regret even showing up to work that day. So,
okay.
Girl, that takes me back. This has nothing to do with waitressing, but an employee that I had managed thought that he was going to tell me, because he had run everybody else prior to me coming, and he thought he was going to get slick with me, and I had to put him in his place. So he ended up cowering back and calling corporate like, I don't know what to do. All of this. No, because you're going to push somebody, and that was the wrong day, because I had just got some bad news right before I came. That was the wrong day. So you can't treat people shitty, because you're going to get somebody that's going to push it back a little bit harder than you, and you're going to feel like boo-boo. So,
okay.
Yeah, and then be waitressing, and then get mad if you don't give them a tip.
Exactly. Like,
girl,
why they didn't give me no tip? Because your attitude sucks. You thirsty.
Right. Now bring me another glass of water, bitch, okay? No.
You're so stupid.
Have a better attitude.
Shit. Girl, yes, indeed. Well, that's this week's Sound Off. If you want to sound off like we just did, email us at GeminiTpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, y'all. I'm still trying to get over this whole, our weather is jacked up. It's all over the place, so I'm going to try to keep it together, but I don't want them to think this bitch got mange or Ebola, like every fucking episode she clearing her throat. I'm good, y'all. It's just...
You said mange. I heard it a long time.
Girl, it's just this weather going back and forth has just got my sinuses. They don't know what to do. So, the next segment, Celebrity Chat. Honey, did you see Love and Hip Hop? Girl, down in Atlanta, girl. Now, first of all, everybody knew that baby was Kirk's, okay? I don't know why they threw this out. Like, it was going to be some big-ass shocking reveal and all of that. No, everybody knew it was Kirk. I thought Rashida was going to go off, okay? But I think she already knew, too. Like, deep down, I think she felt that. But, see, this is where she's a better woman than me, okay? See, I try to think as, I get older, you got to, be calm about, but fuck that. This situation, we're married, you stepped out of our marriage and had a baby with the side bitch, there's no coming back from that.
No.
Like, we could be cordial when it comes to talking about the kids, but fuck you on everything else. Like, we could figure out how to divvy up the business shit, all of that, but fuck you on everything else. There's no talking or anything, because I'm not getting ready to be in a situation where I got to look at a kid every day for the rest of my life to be reminded of you stepping out. Like,
exactly.
No, absolutely not.
And she is so bad. Like, she could get. Why is she with Kirk Black ass? Like,
okay, let's say first of all, how the fuck did they hook up? Because Rashida is gorgeous, okay, absolutely gorgeous. And Kirk looked like a Muppet. So how the hell did they even hook up? I don't even know how he pulled her, but I don't know. He ought to be grateful, but shit, girl. Kirk is some garbage, okay?
Girl, straight up trash.
Trash.
No, I couldn't do that. I'm sorry. I can accept something, but not no kids while we're married. That's a no.
Girl, no ma'am. Would even. And then, oh, this hurts my heart so bad. Just obviously because it touches home for me. But Queen Latifah losing her mom this week.
Yeah.
Miss Rita Owens. It just may she rest in peace. And our condolences from Jim and IT, Lika and I, to Queen Latifah, for her loss, because it's a devastating feeling, I know. So, it's just so sad. That really touched my heart.
Yeah, that was sad.
It really touched my heart. And I know she was fighting, so it's just sad sometimes to see that when somebody's fighting so hard and then, that battle is over. But one thing that is comforting is that she's not suffering. So there's no more pain, there's no more hurt, there's no more suffering. So, but our condolences go out to her on that. Girl. This is where social media, it gets entertaining, but sometimes people post too much.
Exactly.
So, have you heard about this whole Princess and Ray J and Brandy situation? What went on with that?
Girl, yes. Brandy, I want to be down as Norwood.
Okay. Okay.
Girl, she gonna send, what she's like, was it a text? No, it was an Instagram. Sending the Princess, oh, I wish I was there, whoop-de-whoop, da-da-da-da-da-da. Girl, Princess said, shut the fuck up, quit talking to me.
Girl, she's like, before I post these text messages, I was waiting for the text messages, to be honest, okay?
Me and you both.
Okay, if you're going to say all of that, at least post the shit to entertain the rest of the world, because I was waiting on the text messages. Okay. Shut her down, because she deleted that damn post after Princess put that up there. She sure did, because I went back to it, because I read it when she posted it. And I must have scrolled off of it, whatever. So between that time, Princess had responded, and all of a sudden I saw that, and I'm like, oh, shit, so I got to go back to the post, and it was gone.
Girl, I want to read the text messages. Post them bitches. I want to see what the hell happened. Because, I don't know, Brandy just seems like she on some shady shit.
Yeah, Brandy seems like she's just a little, she may be a bitch, but their mother had posted something because she didn't go either, girl.
Oh, for real?
Yes, girl. I guess they had an issue with, what was it? Whatever it was, Brandy and their mother had an issue with something that was chosen by Princess that had to do with Ray J, though. So them being married, and they're close to their mom or whatever, which I understand, but he's married now, okay, and this man is in his 30s. His decision making involves his wife now. It's no longer with you and his family. It's he and his wife. So I think there's a little bit of I don't want to say jealousy, because there's no even playing field on that, but I think they have a little bit of resentment towards her just because she's now his priority. When before he was so close to his mom and his sister, that now, they're married and all of his decision making now involves his wife. So it's just one of those things that they're going to have to take some time to get over. But I do believe, though, Brandy I think she is a little bit of a bitch.
Yeah, she looks like it. When she's in that whole thing. Girl, she's in that whole thing with Monica. I'm like, why are you trying to one-up Monica, girl? Don't nobody care.
Okay.
Get your ugly ass down. God damn.
Yes. You need to stop. Just go stick to singing, because that was wonderful. The girl can blow.
Oh, yeah.
It's just stop.
Girl, shit, I played one of her songs at my wedding.
Okay. Yes. love me some Brandy in her singing, but she's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, did you watch that, I guess, Tekashi 6ix9ine? Is that what you call him?
Who is it? Girl, what?
Girl, that's what I said when I looked at him, okay, first of all. Second of all, I'm trying to figure out where he even came up with the name. They asked him this on the Breakfast Club, but he, dodged it the whole entire interview. But, girl, him on social media inviting his ass whooping is really at the level where he's almost, risking his life. And I was having a discussion, I was having this discussion with my brother yesterday because I said, these young age, first of all, these rappers these days, most of them don't respect the old heads.
Right.
And the old heads are who paved the way for these people, one. Two, the old heads are the ones that actually produce some quality hip-hop. Not this mess that they're producing today.
Exactly.
So you have to respect the history of hip-hop if that's what you claim to be. So that's first. So I think he was very disrespectful. Two, girl, him getting in that beef with YG in the game. First of all, okay.
Girl, the game funny as fuck, dog.
Girl, he's funny and fine. I just want to say that.
Oh, hello.
Fine. Him and YG. Fine as fuck. Anyway. Ooh, girl, hold on. I gotta get it.
You're so crazy.
Damn. But, see, back in the day, okay, this whole gang stuff, and I guess he's claiming blood, and he was, whatever it is. But gang, back in the day, there was no talking, going back and forth. You just got fucked up, okay? You either got fucked up or you were killed. There's no talking and going back and forth. See, the social media these days now makes everybody think that they're fucking thugs. Everybody wants to be a gangster on social media. That's just real life. Game and YG, okay? So he is inviting this ass whooping and talking big shit, talking about he's in these cities, they're not doing nothing and all this. Girl, that whole interview, he was just making it a big thing about himself and he's so much better than them and he's the best thing out of New York. No, sir. Okay, first of all, that's wrong.
Hello?
Because I mean, other than seeing your rainbow hair and stuff, I didn't know who the fuck you were. I can't even tell you a song of his.
Girl, me neither.
Okay, first of all, and then Tekashi 6ix9ine. What the fuck does that mean? Why do you have to say all of that?
Okay.
So, yes, that interview. So if you haven't watched it, y'all, especially people who are real hip-hop lovers, if you haven't watched it, please listen to it because it's actually it's entertaining, for one, and two, it's really sad because this kid is really, I mean, Charlamagne told him, he didn't think he's going to be around another year. Somebody's going to catch up to him.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, he told him, dude, Charlamagne let him know, dude, you need to stop. That's not nothing to play with. And it's true. You can't play around with it, especially true gang members. You can't do that. This isn't Facebook. It's not Twitter. It's not Instagram. It's real life. So, girl. But I encourage anybody to watch that interview, just because it's very entertaining. It's very sad as well.
Oh,
but
well,
speaking of, okay, I don't even know who the fuck you are. But, girl, speaking of interviews, did you hear that Jesus and Meryl invited Erica Mena?
Girl, I love them because they petty as fuck.
As fuck. I'm like, us, in male form.
Okay.
Yes.
Girl, hilarious.
Girl.
That was hilarious. Girl, did you listen to the whole thing?
Girl, no, I didn't know it. Did it already come out, or did he invite her up? Did I miss it?
I'm thinking it came out already. Or no,
Girl,
maybe she didn't come on there yet.
Girl, because I was getting ready to say, I'm getting ready to look forward as soon as we're done, because I want to see that, hear it, everything, because that's going to be some juicy shit. Yes, because Erica Mena kind of doesn't give a fuck either. So, and they're being messy, but it's entertaining because they're trying to get back at DJ Envy. But
stomp off.
Okay, got in his chest a little bit. Like, no, come back, sit down.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. Okay. Let's address it.
So yeah, when that come out, I'm definitely gonna be checking that out.
Yes. So we'll have to follow up on that one.
So yeah, we'll be bringing that back when the juicy come out.
Yes. Ooh, speaking of juicy, Cardi B and Offset.
Offset.
Yes. Cardi got pregnant by Offset. Yes.
Offset. Hey.
Okay, that's my shit. The side chick. Okay, so first of all, did you see the one tweet this girl said? Because Cardi posted something, it was just like, whatever. And then the girl was like, sorry, it took me so long to respond. I had to feed your stepchild.
What?
So at first I laughed because that shit was funny.
That's the shit to get your ass beat.
Yes. Second, after I got done laughing, I was like, now this side bitch, now this shit will get you fucked up. Because that'd been me. I'm done talking. There's no more talking. Because on site, I'm fucking you up now at this point.
Right. Pretty much.
If I were back in my early 20s. Let me put that out there. I'm much more mature these days. I'll just walk away. But had that been me back then, in my 20s, she would have got her ass whooped. So that was just that. And I don't know, because she's posting some of the messages between her and Offset, and that was a little, I don't know, because Cardi is like, there's a fake chat app. Oh, that reminds me, girl, I gotta look that up because I might have to. Yeah,
okay.
the fake text app. So let me just make a note of that because I'm gonna look that up later. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So Cardi had claimed that that's what she was using. So she posted like a little screenshot or screen video of her going to his actual page and going to their messages back and forth. So I don't know. I can't wait for this to play out because if she happens to be pregnant by his baby and Cardi's pregnant by his baby, I don't know. Or did she have the baby? I think she already had the baby.
Oh, so the side chick pregnant?
Girl, I think the side chick had the baby because she said she had to go feed her stepchild.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh.
And she was saying he needs to get the DNA test. So I'm assuming she had the baby already because this rumor had been out for a while that she was pregnant. So I don't know if she just had the baby or she's still pregnant, but either way, they're overlapping pregnancies at some point because Cardi just came out as being pregnant. So that's another situation that we have to follow up on because that's going to get juicy.
Oh, we're going to follow up on that because, see, I was hearing that the text messages were old, but shit, now she didn't have a damn baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to call it TMZ.
I know. That's why I said, I'm like, I need to be a little bit more nosy because that's a little juicy, so I got to keep up with that story. And I hope this girl is lying because just because I've been on the other end, I know that's devastating, and I know that's just sad. Anytime a man cheats, or a man or woman, but just I can speak for myself. Anytime a man cheats, it's devastating and it hurts. So, and then to have this play out publicly, that's got to be just extra stressful. So I just hope for Cardi's sake that this isn't true, so they can go on, because she's pregnant, and that's the last thing she needs is extra stress on her being pregnant.
Well, we will be checking up on that.
Okay.
But girl, yeah, they you heard about Amber Rose and 21 Savage. 21.
Okay, 21.
Girl. So why I heard I was on Love B. Scott's page. Girl, why they break up?
Girl, isn't that sad? First of all, I didn't even know they broke up. It was like hush hush. I don't know if it, or maybe I just missed it. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm like, I thought that would have been all over TMZ because I didn't see it. But what my opinion is, and this is just without me reading anything, I don't know, but this is just for me knowing from the beginning. I think she might have been too mothering, because she's, 8 years older than him?
Right.
Something like that.
I agree. Right.
So, because he was talking about, yeah, she's got me drinking water and taking my vitamins, whatever, which is fine, because as women, I mean, we're like that as women. We're nurturing, and we want the best, especially if we love somebody, we want the best for them.
Exactly.
But she might have been a little bit too motherly for him. So if she was mothering him as opposed to being just a great girlfriend, there's a difference, a huge difference. So
right.
if that's the case, I'm not saying it is, but if that's the case, I could see why he might have wanted to back off. But I heard she was kind of crying a little bit or really sad about it and was waiting for him to make a final decision or something like that. So I don't know. They were really cute together. So I hope they work it out.
Girl, he just looks too young.
Yeah, he does look like a baby.
Girl, like she been here before, so it's like you need to.
Okay, but his rapping is sexy, girl.
Who, 21 Savage?
Girl, I don't know what it is about him rapping, but his shit is sexy. I don't know what it is. So I'm like, it's a little weird because I'm like,
boo foul.
I don't know what it is. It's just like, okay, 21. Okay. But
yeah, you were alone on that one.
Oh, okay, girl, this is me, girl. Okay, girl. I know somebody else knows what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't care how old I am. I might be a decade older than him or less. Or less.
He's
I'm
so
just going
crazy.
to throw that out there, but he's still, I mean, I'm not saying he's sexy, okay? I'm just saying the way he raps.
He raps.
How he sounds. Yes. The way he sounds is sexy when he's rapping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying the way he looks. And I'm not saying he's ugly, but I'm just saying it's not like, oh, he's fine, you know, no.
That's okay.
That's just me. Okay, girl.
Girl, that's too funny.
Girl, so that's it for this week's Celebrity Chat, and we'll be right back after a quick break.
For a chance to win a surprise gift, email us the code words announced during episodes 3 and 4 by April 1st to GeminiTPodcast@gmail.com. This week's code word is boots. The winner will be announced during the April 3rd episode. Good luck and thanks for listening.
If you enjoy this podcast, remember to check us out every Tuesday with a new episode to download from iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, Google Play Music, and Spotify. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at GeminiTPod.
Hey, are you a small business owner that is overwhelmed with daily tasks? Do you need an administrative assistant but can't afford one? If so, contact SK Business Solutions today. Their trained virtual assistants can help you with any task, big or small. Go to www.sk-virtual.com. That's www.sk-virtual.com. SK Business Solutions, committed to helping your business achieve greatness.
Welcome back to the show, and this week's topic, step-parents and step-parenting. So, me personally, I have a 15-year-old stepson, and, you know, we kind of set guidelines when my husband when we first got engaged, and we kind of set guidelines on what was his expectations of me, because I'm not trying to take over nobody's position. Like, I don't call him my son, I call him my stepson because that's what he is. Some people said I was kind of bogus for it, but I don't see how I am because he's not my son. He has two parents, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, I wouldn't want, like, if me and my husband get divorced, I don't want to call nobody else mama. Mm-hmm. Or they said, this is my daughter. You have to have boundaries, you know. I have to respect his mama's position.
Right.
And I feel that's overstepping my bounds as a stepmom. My job is to help my husband raise his son when he's in our care. Mm-hmm. So if he, you know, my husband works a lot of hours, so I'm the one who's going to cook. You know, I'm probably going to have to be the one to pick him up from school. But that's, you know, I don't make no major decisions. It's just some of you stepmamas, y'all do too fucking much.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? It's like, and then on the back side of that, you know, it's like stepfathers get praised, and then, you know, sometimes stepmoms kind of get demonized, and I can see why, because you motherfuckers do way too much. Before I even got engaged, I watched how my husband interacted with his son. If he's not picking up his son and kicking it with his son and checking on his son, I don't fucking want to be with him. Mm-hmm. I don't want kids with somebody that ain't fucking taking care of one kid that he got now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But some females be just so geeked to be with this nigga, they don't care. Oh, he ain't never got to see his kids. Okay, girl, what's going to happen with yours?
Right. The same shit.
Girl, so stepmamas, you motherfuckers do way too much. Calm the fuck down. I can see if the mom is not in the picture, and then you probably have to step up a little bit more. But the mom lives around the corner. Bitch, sit your ass down.
Okay.
Why are you trying to compete with somebody that's not even in the race with you, or not supposed to be? Because, you know, some motherfuckers do be dipping that toe back over to the baby mama side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's just, girl, just do so much. Just chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, my stepson and I have a great relationship. He knows the boundaries. Don't play with me, and I'm not going to play with you. You know, if anything goes beyond it, I'm not going to be yelling at him and stuff. I'm going to go tell my husband, because that's his job, to discipline him. I mean, I'm going to check him if he do something I don't like. But, like, discipline and all that, that's not my job.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's not. And me being on the opposite end as a stepchild, Lika's right. Don't try to insert yourself as and I'm talking about the women, as a mom. Especially men too, though. Don't go, it's not up to you to go disciplining those children, because that's not your role. Now, if you were there from the time they were little and you're the only parent they know, you know, mom or dad that they know growing up, because their biological parent isn't in their life, that's one thing if you raise those children. But if you're coming in and they're 12, 13, 14 and up, you can't come in, okay, because they're damn near grown. You can't come in and say, well, I'm going to be your mom, I'm going to be your dad. No, that's not how that works. You're your stepmom, your stepdad. You're who my mom or who my dad married, okay? You aren't filling that position. So for me personally, being in that position, she wanted to be in competition as if she were better than my mother. Okay, pump your brakes, ho. You will never be on the same level as my mother, first off. Second, it's very, very, very disrespectful in a way to not only the children, because they know the difference, but, to the other parent as well, to even think that you should, try to take that place. So I think it's something that should be discussed even prior to marriage, those boundaries, which, like you did with your husband. That is very important up front, because it's really bad on a child when the parents split up. So they're already having to deal with the parents splitting up, whether they were just together for a long time or they were married. That separation is very, very hard on the children. They take a huge loss on that. So then to try to have somebody come in and try to insert themselves and try to act as if they are now taking the place of the other parent that you're close to, it doesn't go over well. So it's just, and I have to talk to the women just because from experience and seeing it more often than the men, don't try to take anybody's role. You can only be there to have a good relationship with the child, try to support your spouse in raising their child, and try to nurture that and try to be there as much as you can just to help him or her kind of nurture that relationship. But you cannot insert yourself and try to be the parent, and you definitely can't ask them to call you mom or call you dad. You just can't do that.
Absolutely not.
You can't do that. So step-parenting is a huge responsibility, because you're taking on somebody else's children as if they're your own, and you still have to love them like they're your own, but also remembering at the end of the day they're not yours. So
exactly.
the disciplining and how the parents have a relationship and them being able to communicate to parent that child, you can only support your spouse in parenting when like you said, when that child is with you in your care.
Right.
But overall, those decisions should be between the biological parents. So there are some women that do way too much, inserting themselves in those type of things, and you can't do that.
Girl, like posting pictures. Like, why are you posting pictures? I can see, like, we're going to do a family picture this spring. So, yeah, I probably will post, our family picture. But just to be posting, like, okay, look at me with your son. And, girl, no.
No, because shit like that, it gets your ass whooped. Like, I can, because even with my daughter and her dad, like, she's older and she's an adult now. But I wasn't having that when she was younger. I didn't want her around all of his different females and all of that. But I wasn't having that. Like, you're not going to have my baby over there calling you nothing but your first name. Because that's exactly what you are. You are nothing, unless you got a ring and you walk down that aisle. But outside of that, all those decisions, when it comes to my baby, are between me and her father. So, girl, hold on. You're getting me off. Girl, it took me back to a time, and I'm like, wait a minute now.
Okay.
Skirt. I had to almost take a 2-hour ride somewhere, but, girl, hold on.
And that's another thing, too. Like, I don't understand, like, when my husband and I were just dating, even when we were living together, I'm only going to do so much. If you didn't put a ring on my finger, my name is still my maiden name. It has not changed.
Okay.
I'm doing only so much, like the bare minimum. Like, I'm not gonna feed him or nothing, but all the extra, they just do too much and they do it too soon.
Absolutely.
Like, I just need to calm down, man. Like, why are y'all trying to? What's you trying to prove?
Absolutely.
You trying to prove that you got the nigga? Like, girl, that's my whole point. Who I'm trying to be with? I'm not trying to be the son.
Okay.
Like, why? Girl, folks do too much.
Right. It's like, look, I'm not going to mistreat your child, okay? Because we don't mistreat children. But it's like, I'm not trying to take your place. You don't need to try to prove that you're his mother or her mother. You don't need to do all of that. just let it play out. I'm not mistreating your baby because I understand. Because I got mine. Because if somebody mistreat mine, I'm whooping ass, and I don't care what age I am at that point. You mess with any of my, mess with my babies, I'm whooping ass. I don't care what.
You have to pull up,
girl. You're straight mollywop.
Girl, yeah, people just do way too much, and I don't even know why. Like, what's the purpose?
Right, just to be extra. It's just.
Yeah.
It is, but step parenting, like, for the good step parents, like, I applaud you, and that includes you too, Lika. Like, I do. Like, step parenting, I can only imagine it's hard on that end. So, I applaud anybody that's good. Yeah.
It's like you raise a child, but then it's like you can only go so far with raising them. Like, I can't make certain decisions about, like, high school. So, they ask, my husband asked my opinion, of course, and then, my stepson's old enough. He talked to me about, what I think, but, I can't make that decision.
Right.
So it's like you're parenting a child that, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't even know how to explain it.
No, I understand, because, you love because you love your spouse, and you love their kids because that is part of your spouse.
Right.
And that's how it should be. Not all people do that. But
exactly.
It's just because now you're in a situation where you are a part of someone else's growth and a part of someone else's future, because they will always remember how they felt and how they were treated by a step parent.
Exactly.
And, in my situation, we were treated differently than her kids.
Right.
So we felt that, and we saw that. So it's another thing, like when you have blended families, make sure you treat your kids equally, because when you are step parenting, it's hard, I know, it's just because you have your biological, especially you already have that established, that closeness and whatnot, and you're kind of blending the families, and especially when they're a little older, some of them can be a little resistant, so you have to be sensitive to that.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be sure that you then, once you blend families, that you treat everybody equally, because the child that isn't yours biologically can pick up on that, because that's something that we felt as young as 13. I was about 13, 14. I felt that. So it was something that I always knew. I was never comfortable going over there, ever, just because I felt that, when we saw it, we were treated differently. It is what it is, it's messed up. But it's just, if whoever you get with, if they have children, you're going to have to love on those children, because those children are a part of the person that you love. So just by default, you've got to, but you also have to make sure you stay in your lane.
Girl, that is so true. I know when I got with my husband, I think my stepson was 8 or 9. So when I had my first daughter, he was more like 12. My mom was telling me the same thing you just said, don't treat him. She's like, I know it might be a little hard, not that I'm doing it intentionally, but, my first baby, so, I'm going to pour all my attention on that baby. She's like, but you're still going to have to show him some attention, too, because he was here, and he's used to it. You can't just like, okay, now I got my baby, my daughter, bye, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
She had to constantly remind me that, and I wasn't doing it on purpose. I'm human.
Yeah.
I was geeked about having my baby, my first child, so I kind of worked at that, and I kind of, even now, I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, but I make sure I include him, or I come downstairs and I'll talk to him about his day, just so he don't feel, she ain't even bothered with me. She just goes with the girls.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, those are his sisters anyway.
Mhm.
And then another thing too, I had to kind of watch myself. Is that, like I said, my oldest is 3, and she follows him around everywhere. His big brother. So, sometimes she's annoying. She's 3, so she's following a 15-year-old around. Sometimes he wants to be by himself. So I had to kind of check myself, like, okay, Lika, they're siblings. Just like me and my brother got into it, he's going to be annoyed with his little sister following him around every 15 seconds when he's trying to talk on the phone or, play video games. So I had to check myself about that too.
Mm-hmm.
I have to keep remembering, okay, girl, this is their brother and sister. Just because he biologically no relation to you, that's your kid's sibling.
Yeah.
But they're going to interact like siblings, and you can't be trying to take side. I can't take my kid's side or think, he treating them mean because he's doing the same thing I'm doing to my brother. You know what I'm saying? At that age. And people got to be conscious of stuff like that. You can't just be with somebody because you want to be. You got to think about, like, all of this, how you interact with this child, because when he gets grown, like the other day he told me when he make it, he want to buy me a house.
Aww.
Girl, I just told him, girl, why? It's like, I don't need no house. Just send me the bingo.
Oh, girl, I would have claimed my run. Girl, I was like, oh, you will? Okay, let me get my plans drawn up. Shoot. Okay, so they can be ready.
He was like, bingo.
Ooh, girl, sidebar. We haven't gone to bingo in a long time.
Girl, I know, girl, because they be having it too late.
They'd be like, are there any other bingos? Are there any other bingos? I'm like, okay, bingo man.
Okay. Girl, he be enjoying his little job at the bingo hall.
Okay. Are there any other bingos? I'm like, well, shit, as long as it took you to draw that damn question out, I probably found another number.
Okay. Thinking that.
Okay. Give me my goddamn money. I ain't go.
Girl was so mad when you won that time. Pissed me off.
Yes. Ooh, girl, and I skipped all the way to hell home with that little cash.
Girl, Zoom, like, time to go.
Yeah. Done. Pack that shit up. It's time to go.
Okay.
You're like, you want to play another round? Hell no, I'll give you my fucking money. Get the hell up out of here.
Okay.
I accomplished what the fuck I came to do, and now I'm out.
Okay. Deuces.
Okay. Bye.
Girl, we done got all on bingo.
Yeah. Okay.
But for real, y'all, we back on track.
Yeah. I was like, we're all off. But I
was like, what we talking about? No.
Right, I forgot. I do applaud the good step parents and those that encourage a relationship with your spouse and their children. So applause to you guys because you are really, and you don't know it at the time, but you really are a huge part of that kid's life because after they go through something devastating like that, a separation or whatever happens, that's hard on them as it is, but how you receive them is a huge impact on their life. So kudos to you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yay! We're like, for real, you guys, y'all need to chill. Stop being in competition with the ex because the shit is stupid. Just make sure that the main focus should be the child, making sure they're flourishing, make sure, school's going okay, the little personal life that they have, everything is going cool. Just, stop with that back and forth shit because that's one thing that I'm glad I don't have is that, and I think that's part of your, I'm going to say husband, like, he doesn't allow the bullshit to come to me, especially in the beginning with the ex. That stuff got stopped. So I didn't even have to feel it. Ain't going to be no back and forth. I'm not going to argue with you because I got what I want.
Right.
So, no arguing with you. The main focus is your son, making sure he's okay, and making sure he feels welcome when he's with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be with him, shit, probably more than his own parents. I'm with him, so.
Yeah.
So y'all just stop being dummies. Just do this and be done. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Common damn sense.
Girl, yeah. Yes, indeed. But you people get together eventually.
Okay. Might get an ass whooping in between just to get
okay.
do a little bit of get right, but hopefully you get on track.
Well, that's the end of our topic of the week. Now let's wrap up the show.
Yay! That's another end to our episode number 4.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you all for listening to us. And we've got our number 5 episode coming up next week. And that episode, we will be talking about exes. Okay?
Yeah, like the one that got married on me, but anyway.
Yes, girl. The good, the bad, whether you'd get back with them. Well, I know you wouldn't. But
girl, I hope not.
Okay. Like, oh, girl, you can't comment on that. Because I can't explain to the mister why I asked you that question.
Girl, hello.
Girl, he'll be like, you can't come over no more. And one question that is common for everybody, I think, is can you really be friends with an ex? So we're going to be answering some questions like that, and we might have a special guest for you, might not. We'll see.
Yay, hope so.
Yeah, we might. So you'll have to tune in to see. And then shout out to another fellow gym podcaster.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Woo, woo, woo. Because she understands the gym life, okay? Just So Y'all Know is the name of her podcast, hosted by E. Dreezy. Again, that's Just So Y'all Know. She gets it, because she's a fellow gym.
Yeah.
And she knows we don't play. We're quiet. We be quiet where you push us, and then, you get that ugly side. And, hey, I tell people up front, you don't have to see that side. Just do me good. I'll do you good. If not, you're going to see the ugly side. So, I mean,
okay.
I warn everybody up front. It's up to you which way this can go. So,
hello.
So, yes, we encourage you to listen to her podcast if you are interested in more Gemini, how we feel, how we interact, some more Gemini stuff going on. So, E. Dreezy, host of Just So Y'all Know.
Woo.
And, yeah, woo, woo. And with that, we will end the show. Thank you so much for listening, guys. And again, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know how you feel. And thank you again for listening. Have a good week.
Thank you. Bye.